Hey guys, this is Miss Moore, and this is the third SEL lesson. And this one is on managing emotions. So let's take a look real quick and see what we can find out about how to do this, because this is a very important lesson as far as helping you get along with other people just in your reactions to things. So let's take a look at this. It's all about becoming aware, about recognizing those strong emotions that creep up at times, and then learning how to keep your feelings under control. So when you look at that, how are you feeling right now? I want you to think about it. Right now, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm getting lots of work done, and that makes me feel good. Um, but when you learn how to control your feelings, you do feel better. You tend to get along better with other people, and you tend to do well or better in school with your grades and your work and that type thing. So I want you to think about if there's somebody close to you, a parent, a brother, or sister. If it's not, if it's just your dog or your stuffed animal, I want you to tell that person how you're feeling right now. Are you feeling like some of these guys on the screen? This guy looks really worried about something. I can tell by his facial expression. His eyes look kind of droopy. Okay, his eyebrows are kind of wavering, and so is his mouth. And he's got a little line under his eyes. That kind of gives me the indication that he is a little worried about something. And then the guy beside him, oh boy, he is enraged. We see his furrowed eyebrows. We see those clenched teeth. And of course, he's got a red face. So that's clear indicators that he is an angry guy. Or how about like the banana? Are you feeling overwhelmed like this banana? Like you're being stretched in different ways or different places, and you got so much to do that you just don't know what to do with it? Or are you feeling a little bit like this book guy here? He looks kind of lonely. He's by himself. His eyes are downcast. Okay, and he's not looking like he's in control of things. And then there's the green guy, the guy that's green with envy. And we've talked about this. We've talked about how envy's a little bit, has a little touch of anger in there. But we can tell when you have green eyes, okay? Not everybody's eyes are green, but some people's are. And it doesn't mean that they're envious all the time. But we do see that somebody that's green with envy, that means they're jealous about something, which has that hint of anger. Then we have the blue guy. And of course, we can see that he's got a tear coming out of his eye. So he's a pretty sad fella. And then this guy, boy, he looks bored out of his mind. Like, what have I got to do next? This guy looks pretty happy. This guy, maybe a little surprised. It's like he walked up on something. Look at the shape of his mouth. And then this guy over here, he's laughing. He's pretty happy, pretty content. So when we see those different emotions, all right, can you think of a time when you had a really strong emotion about something? A really strong feeling about something? Something really made you angry? Something really made you intensely sad? Can you think of a time when you saw someone else have a strong feeling about something? Maybe you saw your brother really get mad, maybe because you had his Xbox game or without his permission. Or maybe your mom or dad got angry about something in reaction to something that happened to them at work. Okay. Talk about it with someone around you, a parent, sibling, your dog, or a stuffed animal. Now, the thing here, an example of someone showing a strong emotion, this is a cool, really a cool little video about someone, her name is Maya, that shows a strong emotion. So let's take a look and see what's happening in Maya's life today.
Okay, everyone. You've done so well on state capitol. What do you know about it? That I am inspired. to give away this remarkable, one-of-a-kind, funky monkey pencil and an instant A-grade exchange for any test you've taken all year. Are you ready?
Yes!
For the fabulous pencil and the freebie test score. Name the capital of the state that Dorothy called home.
It's Topeka.
What was that? What was over here?
Topeka! Topeka!
Excellent! Yes, Topeka it is!
Yes!
You did it! Here is your funky monkey pencil and your freebie for the test!
Yes!
Well done!
Hello? A situation? Where? Figures, amygdala. That part of the brain is all reaction, no control whatsoever. I'm telling you. Okay, let's see.
I'm getting bombarded with information! Ears, eyes, did you see that? Did you hear that? He took credit for our answer. Can you believe that? Eyes!
Did you see this?
Skin!
I'm getting hotter. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm hot.
Here we go, here we go, here we go! Stomach!
Churning, twisting, shaking, aching.
I'm gonna blow hard!
Lub dub, I'm pounding and pounding. Faster, faster!
Me too! Lungs!
We're almost out of control here, ma'am.
We're gonna blow muscles!
Pumped up and ready for orders, ma'am.
We're gonna blow! Code red, everyone! I repeat, code red! Strong emotional response coming through! Prepare systems for strong emotion!
Okay, so we see the situation that Maya had going on there with the
Okay, everyone.
the pencil that she wanted
Done
to try
so well
to
on
win.
capital.
Excuse me. So she really wanted that pencil and she wanted that grade A, and she knew the answer, and she even figured out the answer. The little boy overheard her answer and he spoke up and gave it first. So what do you think? A whole lot's going on in this one. Let's talk about some of the things that we see going on in that. What was the emotion that Maya felt in the video? Well, I think we can both agree, or all of us can agree, that it was definitely anger. She was not happy about not winning the pencil, about not getting the free A for any test grade, I think it was. So let's talk about some of the things that happened to her body when she felt that strong emotion. We saw her face go hot, okay, maybe started turning red. We see her heartbeat was beating faster. Her breathing was faster. Her stomach was churning. The stomach was shaking. And her muscles, we see her muscles got ready for action. So the feeling that Maya was experiencing, it happens to all of us. She started feeling that strong emotion of anger. And when she did, that part of her body, the reactions her body gave, was right there in front of her, and she was having to deal with it. But the thinking part of her brain had stopped working because it wasn't under control. So let's talk about what we can do. Let's talk about maybe for you what those strong emotions can be like. Now, on this side, This is kind of a little activity. But on this side, you have a list of different emotions. We have anger, frustration, just being irritated, nervous, sad, hurt, jealous, disrespected, embarrassed. And I want you to think about each one of these feelings. And I want you to look at each of these strong emotions that you might feel on the left and think about what your body does when you feel these different feelings. What do your eyes and eyebrows do? How about your mouth and your teeth? What do your arms and hands and legs do? So explain how your body reacts to those strong feelings to a stuffed animal or someone nearby. Once you have done that, I want you to now look at what we can do to control those strong feelings. It's important for us to recognize the strong emotion, whatever we're feeling, and then we have to look at how to help ourselves feel better and get back in control. So, the 3 steps that we're going to talk about today are here on display. The 3 steps, the 3 steps are stop, use your signal, 2, name your feeling, and then 3, calm down using some breathing techniques, some counting, or maybe some positive self talk. We're going to talk a little bit more about these steps in just a few minutes, but first, let's check out this video to see what happens to Maya as she tries to calm down.
First, get together with your team members. If you forgot what you're doing, check out the list I wrote on the board. Then, together you'll decide which planet.
Keep out! We've got to stop that amygdala from reacting. We must redirect signals. Do you copy? Redirect signal through the language center up here. Stat! Failure to do so immediately could result in anger and loss of control.
Salutations, Language Center.
Signal needing redirection. Repeat. Signal needing redirection. Please switch circuit and receive signal. First, send stop language. Then clearly identify and label the signal. My sensor shows heightened emotional activity. Label emotion and allow it to pass through. If we catch this in time, we can redirect the emotional response away from the amygdala and save ourselves from an inappropriate anger response. Do you copy?
We copy, ma'am. Stop language. Examples, please. Stop. Hold on. Hang on a sec. We are currently applying stop language to the situation and identifying the signal response as anger and are clarifying it as a normal response to an unfair situation. We are labeling the feeling and processing the energy.
Heart, skin receptors, lungs, muscles, report.
Stabilizing, Commander.
Still taking in air at a rapid pace, but leveling off.
Whew, whew. Still warm, but better.
Standing by for further instructions, ma'am.
Brilliant, people. We have redirected the attack successfully. Now to address it. Eyes, ears, report.
Isn't this monkey pencil cool?
Stop. Okay. Hang on, Maya. Okay. I knew that answer. Why didn't I just say it louder? I'm angry about not being heard. I'm angry that I didn't win that pencil and the free A test score. It doesn't feel fair. I need to calm down.
You can use this worksheet to help you come.
Okay, so we see that for her to calm down, what happened within her body, in her brain, how her language had to process things differently so that her brain helped her to process that to where she could put a stop to that strong emotion of anger. So when we ourselves feel a strong feeling, here are some things that we can do, just like Maya. The first one, we want to stop and tell our mind and body to stop so that we can help ourselves calm down. What did you hear Maya say to herself after she told herself to stop? That's right. She said, just hang on, Maya. This was her signal to herself that she needed to pay attention and to get her brain back. So, what's a signal that you could say or something you could do to help yourself work through strong feelings? Tell someone nearby, or maybe your dog or stuffed animal. Step two, did you hear Maya name her feeling in the video? What did she say? Maya said, I'm angry about not being heard, and I'm angry that I didn't win the pencil and the free aid test score. She named that feeling. So, when you have a strong feeling, your body automatically sends messages to the part of your brain. That part of the brain is called the amygdala, and it doesn't think. The amygdala just reacts. So, that's why you need to activate your thinking, the part of your brain, the cortex, which is up here in the front area, so that you don't just react and do something that you'll regret later or say something that you'll regret later. You can activate the cortex by using the first two calming down steps. Stop and use your signal and name your feeling. These steps are going to help you prepare for how to deal with the strong feeling. And so here we get to step three, and that is calming down. We have to do something to calm ourselves down so that we'll feel better. We're going to learn three things we can do in this right slide that will help us learn how to calm down. One thing we can do is belly breathing, just like this bear. It goes in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're filling our lungs up with air, okay, but we're breathing through our nose and out through our mouths. When we do that, we're getting that air filling our lungs, and that's going to help us to calm down. Another thing that we can do is count out loud in our heads. For instance, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or we might do 5, 10, 15, 20. Or we might do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, ever how you want to. Okay. But you can count out loud in your head, and that sometimes can help you calm down. Another thing you can do is to say good things to yourself, like, I can do this. No problem. I've got this. No worries. This will be a cinch. This is no big deal. One step at a time. When you do these things, when you say these positive messages to you, it helps you calm down. So, which of these strategies did Maya use to help her calm down in the video? She definitely did the belly breathing. She took some deep breaths. But we have to practice these strategies so you'll automatically kick into them when strong feelings come your way. Let's take a look at this dance video to help us remember all these techniques.
Astounding. How intense is this feeling? Anger is building up. You need some healing. But listen closely. There's a way to do it. Feel the power, keep control, work on through it. Instead of those wild knee-jerk reactions, you gotta get your own attention. Emotions come calling instead of just falling to brawling, name calling, or whining and falling. Stop. Name your feel and calm down. Stop. Name your feel and calm down.
Stop! Give yourself a signal like stop. Chill. Hold up. Hang on.
Send a signal to yourself and stop.
Okay, now name your feeling. Are you angry, embarrassed, worried, scared? Figure it out and name it.
Okay, so that gives us a little music video that kind of helps us remember what we need to do when we get in a situation when we have that strong feeling. So let's see what we have here next. So remember the 3 reasons why it's important for us to stay in control of our feelings and our actions is number 1, we usually feel better. Number 2, we get along better with others. And then number 3, we get to have more fun and stay out of trouble. Now, I have some practice exercises for you to do, but you'll do these on the Google form that I have in my virtual classroom. So you'll get a chance to react to these. You might not be able to see them on the screen since they're so small. But today, this is the end of our session for today. I hope this has spurred you to think about how to handle strong emotions in an effective way. Now it's time to collect some feedback from you and answer the questions in the Google form in the virtual classroom, and make sure that you hit the submit button at the end of the document, and I'll get to read your responses. Enjoyed being with you today. Until next week.